Very good evening. It's Vikram here, Chief Architect with Mula Technologies, soon to be Bluebricks. Anyway, that information we'll share a little bit later. Okay, what I'm going to talk today is on the part 3 for XPAY Manager, demonstration with regards to the dashboard. So we have already covered with regards to the merchant as well as groups and transactions, the settlement as well as the currency and the global setting. So in this demo, what we're going to do is we are going to go through the different type of reports that gets generated by the system. So first is system transaction reports. So we'll quickly show you that, and then specific to a particular user, so the payees report, and then we'll also go through the transaction tracing report. So transaction tracing report is essentially where a user is given certain value or transaction amount per day and the limit which is being set. So that we'll quickly show you what the user has done for that specific day. And then obviously last is the audit. That means the whole system's reports in terms of login, doing transaction, cancelling, verify OTP, things like that. And what we'll do is we'll get started. First thing is by doing a transaction. So when we do the transaction, that will be the best way of showcasing how the transaction report is being generated or how the audit is being worked upon. Yeah. So this is just a demo portal that we have. Over here, I'm going to go through, let's say, buying an iPhone. So I'm coming over here. I'm saying checkout. So over here I say pay now, which is where the merchant server will communicate with us and get a payment token ID. So I'm clicking over here. Yeah, that's where we are coming in now. So I'm picking up the account number. So I say proceed. If the user was not registered, the user can actually go towards, oops, sorry, I just pressed on cancel by mistake. I think let me start all over again. Okay, let's just go to products, and then okay, let's possibly pick up, yeah, the third item, or yeah, why don't we pick up the second item itself? Yeah. Okay, so no, sorry, which one did I pick up? This one, right? Yeah. So I'm buying the phone again, and I come over here. I'm going for the pay, and I'm going to pick up the account number, and then I say proceed. So what I was mentioning was that if the user was not registered, he would have clicked on click here to register, and then the person can register their account. Yeah. So I click on proceed. This is where I'll put my account number. So I have the account number here. As soon as I autofocus out or tab out, it quickly gets me the account details. So that's a US dollar account, joint account, and then I can change the payment option or cancel it or proceed. So I proceed now. Now this is where I will get a one-time password request automatically. Once again, let me just get the OTP. If the message does not come, then you can actually request for resending a new one-time password. So the one-time password which I have got is 507989. Yeah, and then I say verify, and fantastic. So I have already been done the transaction where I have successfully purchased Motorola, and the page will auto redirect me back into the merchant page, which is where I can see that payment is also being received and is successful. Yeah, so this is my payment token ID. So let me just copy it out, which I will show you in the dashboard also. Okay, so now I'm going to cover the 4 things that's going to happen now, which is essentially these 4 reports. Yeah. So let's go back. I'm logging into the XPAY dashboard. Yep, coming inside. Okay, I just want to mention one thing is that the actual specs of this server where we are running this hosted system is quite low, and as you can see the dashboard is quite fast. So the system is well tuned to handle performance of about I would say 50 to 60 transactions per second in a low spec machine like 8 GB with 2 core 133 gigahertz kind of processor, and this we are actually running it with MySQL. So again, it's not one of the best databases or optimized or fast databases. So if you can use it with Oracle, then it can be much faster. So okay, now going towards the reports part. So these are the 4 reports. So I will get started with the first one, which is the systems transactions report. So that's the transaction report I have. So let me pick up for today, and let me pick up based on the account number. So that's what we used. So let's have a look at it. Okay, great. I have the 2 transactions that were successful today. I had done one bit earlier, so if you look at the time, and there's the other one which I have done just now. So 16, that is 6 p.m. and this one is also that time, and the other one is actually 5:22. So this was some time back. Yeah. So as you could see that the merchant, the invoice number, transaction number, and then I actually did a transaction for 100,000 Khmer. This was the account number that I used. Merchant account, then I have the co-reference number, then I also have the the actual IP which came in for requesting it. Then again I can download the the report in PDF, Excel, and a CSV. So that's a very quick report. So if you see over here, both the transaction are successful. So if there was any transaction or any state other than that, then you would show up here. So which could be, okay, let's, for simplicity, let's just do one thing. Let's just go back in some time and see if we can have more. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we had 13 successful, 1 refund, 10 not checked. That means user didn't do anything. And then going back, okay, let's go back a little bit more further and see if we have any ones that are failing. Yeah, okay, amazingly I think most of the transactions are falling between these 3 categories. Yeah, so 7 refunds, 26 were not checked in, and then 51 was success. And if you come over here, you get to see all the transactions that are listed over here. Yeah, so that covers the first one. The second one is specific to the user transactions. So that was the system level transactions. That means you're looking at every transaction that happened in a specific time frame based on and then you want to look at the account number part. Yeah. So okay, now going to the user specific one. So again, I have done it for this particular user, and I'm picking up the account number, and then I'm saying okay, search with account number, and then I say search. Yeah, so today these 2 transactions were done, and this is the chart of that. Now let's do one thing. Let's go back in time and try to see if there are more transactions that have been done by this particular user. Yes, there are 50 successful, 31 no checked, 4 refunds that have gone to this user, and this is the list of all the transactions that have come to me. So again, the merchant, transaction value, every detail that has been given over here is showing up. Yeah, why we are showing this IP's reason is because we just want if in case there is any kind of dispute or anything, then you can actually say okay, this was the specific IP that you can use that you used for. The another direct advantage is that it in XPAY and XCM, which is the authentication and multi-factor adaptive authentication, in that we can actually use the geo location or IP as a way of validating where the user is coming from. So that is something also we can actually add in terms of security, which can run in the background above and a part of OTP. Yeah. Now I'm going to the third report, which is the sorry, transactions tracing. So now what it means is that okay, I'll just show you. So over here I search with the account number. So first let me share these. What do these 2 terms mean? TAPD means transaction amount per day, which is set by 1,000. So where the 1,000 was set is over here. If you see over here, so this was set 1,000 and the transaction limit was 300. So the transaction obviously was less than 300 each transaction, and the total transactions per day was 1,000. Yeah. And now if I come back over here, search again. Yeah, so that was my total TPD, TAPD, that means transaction amount per day. And then I have, or this particular user has already consumed 513 today, and then remaining is 486. So if there is some user calling you and saying that oh, I'm not, I'm getting an error that my transaction limit has increased, then you can actually come over here and check what was the actual allocation that was done, and then how much they have spent and how much remains. Yeah. Again, in a similar manner, if you go to the transaction, that was the total transactions that was done by this user. So that means today they have done 2 transactions, and which we have already seen, which comes from here. So if I go back and I pick up this and this, and I pick up the account number, oops, sorry, I have to select the account type, yeah, account number, yeah, these are the 2 transactions. So let's total it up. Yeah, so if you look at it, it's 270 plus in Khmer. Now I think in Khmer, when we convert it to US dollar, it comes out to be around again 260 or 270 dollars. So the total is added up over here. So that's why it's showing me 576 that is being consumed, as you would see over here. Yeah, oh, sorry, 513. And then this is the place where I can see that means this particular account number and what was the transaction that was done over here. Yeah. So now, yeah, in the server side, we have kept the base currency as US dollar. So that's why you see everything over here as US dollar. Yeah. So it's easier, otherwise it's too complicated if you handle too many currencies. So that's why the base currency is set as US dollar. So you see everything in US dollar in the system. Okay. Now going to the last report, which is your audit report. Again, what I'll do is I'll just pick up for some time. Yeah, so let's just say, okay, some more time, and then I'm picking up session ID. No, all. Okay, let's just pick up all. So let's not pick up for so long. Okay, anyway, it's just picking up for 1 day. So I'm coming over here, and as you would see that the system is generating like the transactions that have taken place, not the transaction, sorry, audit that has taken place. So there was a do transaction which happened successfully, and it's a pagination. So let me just pick up all 100. Yeah, so let's just look at today's the date. Yeah, sorry, I think that is showing me time wise. Yeah, so let me just go to the top. Yeah, 5 this thing. So I have a open session, successful credential verification, and then validating user, and all these OTP has been sent to the, so all the audit trails which are coming from the system that are actually going into this and going ahead. So few errors that has also happened. Yeah. And now as you can see that all the audit trails that have come in this space, so you can download it as PDF or Excel and you can go ahead. Yeah. So you can also search or kind of do your sorting based on all these different columns. So let's say if you want to do based on result or error, or based on the action, then you can also pick it up and do that. So that's something simple but very effective and very useful that you can use it over here. So what we have shown you is basically the whole demonstration of what XPAY Manager dashboard can do in terms of managing the merchants, managing the groups, managing the transactions, settlement, currency, updates, the global setting, controlling the transaction amount, as well as what you can do a day, and then also the system reports that gets generated from the XCM Manager dashboard in terms of user, system, as well as each user's daily limit, TAPD and TPD, and then also looking at the audit trail of the complete system that is coming in, and also a very quick demonstration of how a merchant can use the portal. Sorry, a user can use the portal and get the transaction done. Yeah. So there are few more demonstrations that videos that we are going to make with regards to the bridge. That is also the bridging platform between the core as well as the XPay bridge and the users. And then also, as you would see that in this, there are 3 currencies that we have mentioned. That means we can support 3 currencies in the background or more if needed. And in our videos, we'll be trying to covering the integration also with regards to the merchant, that how they can call the web services, and also how they can actually do the integration with with their web application. And also we are going to look into how you can integrate with your mobile web and also native mobile applications, native mobile app, if you're making one, like something like if you if you're adding PayPal, if you're adding Visa, native application, native SDK, payment SDK. So in the similar fashion, XPay also has that. So with this, I would like to say that we are concluding the XPAY Manager demonstration in 3 parts. So this was the part 3, and I hope all the 3 modules were useful to you. If you have any queries or questions, you can just send us an email, and we'll be more than happy to entertain your queries, or share more information in this context of XPAY. Yeah. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.